What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Blitzburg Squad. I'm Wesley Seeley, joined with Shane Smith. We're here to make Week 15 picks in the NFL.
Hopefully better than last week.
Was last week rough?
6-7, 7-6. Wearing Pikachu to give myself a spark.
Woo. Yeah, we're gonna need it. That's a rough week. Okay, we got it this time. We got it. We're gonna do better this week, right?
Somebody has to.
Somebody's going to, right? All right, so here we go. Thursday night, 49ers at the Seahawks.
Seahawks have really been struggling lately. Who knows if their number one running back's going to be back. Their defense just doesn't have it. Geno's kind of come back down to earth. On the other side, yeah, they have Mr. Irrelevant as their quarterback, but the rest of it is outstanding. Even losing Debo for a couple of weeks, I think that'll be okay with McCaffrey. Give me the Niners in this one, 27, Seattle 17.
Yep, I'm going Niners as well. They've been a super hot team. Their defense is number one ranked defense in the NFL. Brock Purdy got the win done, got it done enough. Yeah, and like you said, with Debo going out for a couple weeks will hurt, but not enough to slow the team down. And then, yeah, Seahawks on the other side, they've been just slow. They've been kind of hitting a bad place here. So give me the 49ers in this matchup. Let's go 31-27. Colts at the Vikings.
Colts are coming out of a bye. Hopefully they get a little bit healthier. I know they've been dinged up a little bit all year and just not themselves. Vikings just kind of got shellacked by the Lions, and so I'm expecting them to rebound here and beat the Colts, even though they're coming out of about a bye. Give me the Vikings at home, 24-21.
Yep, I'm going Vikings as well. I think they get a bounce back. It was an ugly loss against the Lions. Ones we didn't predict because we both had the Vikings last week. And then, yeah, Colts are coming out of bye, so they will be a fresh team, and they run the ball well with Jonathan Taylor. But Matt Ryan, that group's just not there this year. So give me the Vikings. Let's go Vikings 34 and Colts 20. Ravens at the Browns.
Ravens, I think, are going to be down there two quarterbacks and down to an undrafted guy, so they're going to run the ball a lot. Browns do struggle with the run, and their offense isn't doing great, but they have Deshaun Watson for a reason, so I think they're going to expect him and Nick Chubb to kind of, tote that rock and carry them here at home. So give me the Browns. I'm going to go unexciting fashion, though, 17-14.
Okay. I'm going to go Ravens in this matchup. I don't know. I just like the Ravens still. I like their defense. They played against us really well last week. And even with, I guess it depends if it's Huntley or the new guy, the third stringer. Anthony. Cleveland, I don't like what I've seen out of them so far. The defense has not been great. Offense is not clicking yet with Deshaun. So I'm going to take the Ravens as maybe kind of the upset here. I'll keep it close, though, 20-17. Dolphins at the Bills.
Division game could be close. Two high-octane offenses. Miami's dealing with a load of injuries, though. It seems like teams may have figured Tua out here the last couple of weeks, so he's got to readjust some things while he's got some injured people on it. Give me the Bills. They seem hot. It's at home. Their defense is getting it right, even though Vaughn's not in. They're getting some injured people back. I know they did last week. So give me the Bills in this one, 31-21.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills as well. I think this will be a good matchup, but I just think the Bills are stronger overall team offensively and defensively. Bills are coming off of a hard-fought victory against the Jets there, so two division opponents right back-to-back or week-to-week makes it tough. But Miami's, dealing with some injuries, and they are dealing with they just had a loss on Sunday night, and I think this one continues for them. So I think Bills get the dub. Let's go 24-14. Falcons at the Saints. Sorry,
at the Saints. Yes, another division game. It's anybody's division at this point in this division, so they're all fighting for it. Falcons actually went with Desmond Ridder for the rest of the year. They made a quarterback switch because Mariota's just not doing other than with his legs. That could change some things, get a spark. I'm going to go with the Saints here, though, and Andy Dalton. I know what I'm getting out of him. Olave and him seem to have a good connection. Their defense is pretty stout against a rookie making his first start. So give me the Saints here, 25-17.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the Falcons. I think Ridder provides the spark. I think they run the ball really well with Patterson. I think that's enough to kind of get it done. Both the defenses aren't that great, so I'll take the team that's running the ball really well to kind of control the clock and do their thing. So give me the Falcons. Let's go 28-20 Falcons. Steelers at the Panthers.
Woo! Let's go, team. Panthers, since they've had Darnold back, has looked better. Their defense has looked better. we probably aren't having Kenny, I would assume, especially since it's his second concussion this season. Panthers, I feel like even without McCaffrey, are just going to run the rock on us. And guess what? We didn't do good against it last week. I don't think we're doing good against it this week. I'm going to keep it low scoring because our defense keeps us in games. We just can't, connect on it. So give me the Panthers 23-17.
Okay. Oh, man, this one's a coin flip. I'll go with the Steelers in this matchup. I guess we don't know who we're going to get at quarterback yet. Kenny, I think, is still in concussion protocol, so it could be Mitch, could be even our boy Rudolph.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
It could be. We don't know what we're getting there. We're coming off of a disheartening loss against the Ravens. Yep. Carolina has looked better with Darnold, though, and they are running the ball really well with Hubbard. Could be a tight game. I'm going to go tight game, but I'm going to take the Steelers just edging it out 20-17. Eagles at the Bears.
Part of me wants to take the Bears just because I have a weird gut feeling, but the Eagles have been so stout and just so shut down this year that it's hard to go against them even with the Bears coming out of a bye. Give me the Eagles in this one, and just to go against what my gut wants, I'm going to say the Eagles blow them out of the water, 38-20.
Okay. I'm going to go Eagles in this matchup as well. I think they've got firepower on offense and defense. I think they get it done against the Bears here. So not much more to say than that. I'm going to go Eagles big time, 37, and Bears 24. Chiefs at the Texans.
Texans are just not a good team. Although they put Davis Mills back in, they looked better, kind of proving that Mills was not the problem. They just don't have a ton of talent. They really got to hit on some draft pieces, get some guys back, and just do whatever. Maybe a quarterback, we'll see. But you're talking about Mahomes and the rest of the team. Give me the Chiefs in this one. Let's go Chiefs 35, Houston 14.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs in this one. There's not much more for me to say on this matchup as well. I think you've got the number one offense against a team that's just bad on offense and bad on defense. So I'll go Chiefs in this matchup pretty big. I'll go 38-17. Cowboys at the Jaguars.
Cowboys are struggling recently. They just signed T.Y. Hilton because they feel that they need some help at receiver. Their defense is struggling all of a sudden. I mean, when you only beat Houston by like 6 points or something like that last seconds, there's an issue there with your team. Jacksonville, on the other hand, absolutely shellacked the Titans, a division opponent, and Lawrence looked good. It's at home, and I think they're going to continue that momentum there. Give me the Jaguars against the boys. We'll go 31-27.
Okay. I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one. I think it's just one of the ones that's just a kind of a familiar pick in this, I guess. I think I'm just going to take the Cowboys based off of they have been struggling. However, I think with their running game, with their O-line, Dak at the helm, I think I even like what I see on defense too. You still got Micah Parsons over there. And Jacksonville, man, they did come up with the surprise win last week. But can they do it two weeks in a row against two solid opponents? I'll take Cowboys 31 and Jaguars 24. Lions at the Jets.
I like the Lions a lot. I'm almost convinced that Goff's not a problem, and you don't need to draft a quarterback next year. You just draft more pieces around him, especially that defense, because their defense is horrendous. They're going up against a tough defense this week. I think they lost Quinnen Williams, which is probably going to hurt them this week, but their defense overall is still stacked. Their offense is a little so it's going to be good offense versus good defense, okay offense versus okay-ish bad defense. So with that, I'm going to give the edge to the Jets, and I'm going to go 20-17.
Okay, I'm going to take the Lions in this matchup. I really like what Shane said. The Lions have looked really good this year. Goff is probably not the issue there. And on the other side here, I really liked what I've seen on Mike White, but I don't even know if he's playing. I mean, his ribs got hit multiple times. And, so I haven't heard anything on him, I guess. But, yeah, you got that solid Jets defense against a good Detroit offense. So which one prevails? I don't know. I just really like what I've seen on the Detroit. We keep saying it week by week that they just keep putting up the points, and they do. And they beat a good opponent in the Vikings last week. So, I don't know. I'm going to go with the Lions in this matchup. I'll go kind of lower scoring, though, because it's against a good defense. Let's go 24-17. Cardinals at the Broncos.
I'm assuming Broncos aren't going to have Wilson right when he finally started clicking.
Right.
And then the Cardinals, they just lost their quarterback for the year as well, so it's backup time. Broncos have a solid defense. Cardinals, again, not so much. But Cardinals seem to do better not at home. I don't think they've won at home at all this year, which is a weird anomaly. Give me Colt McCoy over Bryce Ripien, whatever his name is. In this one, I just trust McCoy more with Hopkins, I guess. But let's keep it low scoring here as well, 21-17.
Okay. I don't know. I don't like either of these teams, and like Shane said, Broncos had it going last week. It looked like old Russ there for a little bit. Cardinals do lose Murray for the year, which is unfortunate for them, but both of these teams aren't very good. However, the defense for the Broncos is actually pretty solid. Mm-hmm. With that, I think they do enough against McCoy and Ripien, whatever his name is. Does enough on offense to get him going for some points. So let's go with the Broncos in this matchup. Let's keep it really low because backup matchup. Let's go 13-9.
Wow.
Patriots at the Raiders.
I kind of go back and forth on this one. Patriots offense is not so good. Raiders offense puts up yards in that, but just can't seem to score, and their defense kind of lets them down. They lost a heartbreaker last week. And New England's defense, especially Matthew Judon, keeps them within games. He's leading the NFL with like 14.5 sacks or something along those lines.
Wow.
To me, it comes down to the running game. I don't know if Damian Harris is going to be playing because he's been out a lot with a quad injury. I don't think Ramondre Stevenson's going to be playing. That takes a lot out of you, especially when you're probably down Devontae Parker as well. Give me the Raiders and Josh Jacobs. Jacobs has been a real highlight this year when he's been a disappointment the last couple. Let's again keep it lower, though, 24-20.
Go Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders as well. I think the Raiders' offense is solid. Jacobs is good. Adams is good. Waller's good. Those guys can get it done on offense, but their defense is pretty rough. And on the contrary, it's like the Patriots are the opposite. Their offense is a little rough, but defense is solid. So it's going to be strengths against strengths here, I guess. Braun against Braun. Give me the Raiders, though, in this matchup. I think they get it done with their offense. The better offense prevails. So, let's go 27-24. Titans at the Chargers.
There's only one good thing from the Titans, and that's Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Everything else is abysmal. The Chargers, against teams you wouldn't think that they're going to win, they actually smoke them. And apparently their thing is not run the rock, but throw it with Herbert all the time because he threw it like 50-some times.
Yeah.
And he looked amazing. I mean, Mike Williams was back. Keenan Allen was back. They were getting everybody involved, and they look solid. Give me the Chargers in this one, and I think they're going to put a staple point on it. Do it 38-21.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm going Chargers as well. I think they're getting healthy at the right time. Like you said, Titans only have Derrick Henry to lean on, and it's just not enough to get it done, and they've looked kind of rough the past couple of weeks. So Chargers are getting hot at the right time, so give me the Herbert guy and the Chargers. Let's go 37-31. 37-31.
Okay.
Fair? Bengals at the Buccaneers.
I'm not sure what's wrong with Tom Brady's hand. He was kind of like grimacing at it last game.
Throwing too many picks.
And possibly. I think that was. I think he doubled his pick total with last game. He looked rough. Their offense looked rough. It just was a bad game. They probably should have pulled him a long time ago because he was just getting beat to smithereens. I actually see that continuing this week. The Bengals defense is pretty legit, and Burrow and them are hot. So let's get the Bengals train going on this one, choo-choo, and let's go 31-13.
Okay, I'm going Bengals as well, unfortunately. Yeah, Burrow's on fire right now. I know Higgins and Boyd went out, but I don't know if that's going to continue into this week here. Defense is super solid, so facing Tom Brady, he just faced a really good defense in the Niners this past week. He's going to face another good defense in the Bengals this week. I think they get it done big time. I'm going to go 41-13. Giants at the Commanders.
Last time this ended in a tie. I don't see that happening.
They just played, last week, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, because I believe the Commanders might have been on a bye. I don't remember them playing last week. I know Giants played. Giants lost. I believe they played the Eagles. And it just, the Giants are kind of regressing. Commanders, in my opinion, with Heineke have kind of went up. And so I feel like that tie was kind of that matching middle point. And now the Commanders are going to be above, while the Giants continue to go back
Plummet.
down. So give me the Commanders in this one, 27-20.
Yep, I'm going Commanders and Heineke as well. I like what I've seen out of them past couple weeks. They're fighting hard. They're playing really well behind him, and I think he gets it done for him in this matchup. Let's go 23-17. Monday night game finishes it off. The Rams at the Packers.
Yes, Packers are just getting out of a bye, so maybe Aaron Rodgers is healthier. Maybe that means that Aaron Rodgers wins it out the rest of the year. We'll see. Or do you believe in Baker Mayfield winning another one? I'm going with Green Bay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like Christian Watson. All of a sudden it clicked with him, and when it clicked, their team has looked better even though they're losing. But, I mean, that dude has scored, I think, 8 touchdowns over 4 weeks, before the bye. He was red hot.
He's
Hopefully he comes
machine.
out of the bye, and he just proves that he's going to be their new number one. So give me the Packers in this 28-21, and I'm going to say Watson gets 3 touchdowns.
Wow, a little extra on that one.
Yeah,
okay,
he's on my fantasy football team.
There you go. There's the truth. I'm going to go Packers as well in this one. I think coming out of the bye, they'll look fresher, they'll look hot. Watson, I don't know if they're just getting more involved or if he's just getting that chemistry with Rodgers finally. Rodgers kind of trusting him a little bit more, but yeah, he's scoring some touchdowns. And Baker had a heck of a win with his Rams team that he just showed up within 2 days before or whatever it was, something crazy. I don't think he gets a crazy. I think he's on that mountain, but he's going to fall off there. I think Packers get this one done. Let's go 26-17 Packers. No teams on bye. That finishes it up. Every team's playing, so that's all our picks. We've got how many different ones?
6 different ones this week.
Wow.
So I'm up by 6 on the year, and so this could really swing some momentum here.
Yeah, one way or the other.
Wes, somehow carries it out.
All 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need all 6.
Yep. 1 week. Here we go. All right. Well, thanks for everybody joining, listening in. We appreciate the support. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks.
Thank you.